Hey guys, it's Ashley, and I am here to do my November Fauxbonichi flip-through. Now, as you guys know, I have the Miguel journal from Barnes & Noble. I decided to do a little cover over it. It's a DIY thing. Watched a tutorial from Shirley, who is in the Fauxbonichi Facebook group I am in. And all of this is a foam board cut to the side of the front and back covers, and then nothing on the spine, and you just wrap your duct tape around. It makes it have a hard cover, and it takes away the flimsiness, which was my only complaint of the Miguel journals. So now it is my favorite, and I love it. It makes it feel better, makes it protected, and I can't get enough. Here's my November. On this side I have special things, more personal things that happened throughout the month. I will pre-warn you that this was a difficult month for me. I had a major life change thing happen, and we'll get to that as we get there. But Saturday, nothing much. I've always had a fear of driving on the expressway because of something that happened when I was younger, and I overcame that fear this month, and now I regularly drive on the expressway, and this was the first day that I really went out of my comfort zone with that. I went grocery shopping, we had Jimmy John's, and I looked down and just noticed that I have two dachshunds, and one of them was just sleeping so cute, so I looked at her and painted her. The next day I went out and I got another pair of scrubs and washed all the scrubs I had because I was going to be starting my externship soon. Here was the first day of my externship at my second location, and the doctor seemed nice, and I did a lot of filing and faxing. I wasn't really working with the patients yet. It was, there were some things that were being said and done that I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I wanted to see how it would go. The next day, because I was very disappointed about how things had went, my husband brought me flowers home, and he was texting me throughout the day saying, like, don't worry, it's going to be okay, it's going to work out. The next day was a little bit better because Chelsea, my friend who was also in the same program with me, part of our scrub squad, started at the same location, and she felt the same way I did about it, and it wasn't looking up, but at least it was better because I had her there. Yeah, so that was pretty much that day. The next day, I decided I was going to go on a shopping spree. My husband had surprised me and given me some play money, basically, and I went to Walmart and got some scrubs, got some photo albums for gifts I wanted to do for the scrub squad, got some Christmas decorations, some stickers. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and I got like some distressed ink pads and metallic watercolors, some more washi tape, some emoji stickers, just little odds and ends of things. The next day here was my first time working with actual patients. It was the first time I administered flu shots that weren't just, saline. Did my first injections on real people other than, like, my classmates. It was a little bit better, but there were some things happening that were illegal there that bothered me. There was some, I won't get into details, but there was some mistreating, but not to too much of an extreme. It was mostly just the way things were run there that was upsetting. Came home and my feet were killing me because we did 8 to 9 hour shifts, and then we don't get breaks there, which that's not a horrible shift or anything, but it was a long day. Let's put it that way. The next day was weigh-in, and I had officially lost 35 pounds since August, and I had lunch at Mickey's. And then I watched Sleeping Beauty. It was on TV, and I watched that while I was painting. The next day, things were starting to really... Oh, wait, I think I skipped a page. No, I didn't. Okay. The next day, things were really wearing on me, and I was starting to feel really depressed about the situation that was happening that I'm not going into detail with at my externship site. And I watched the movie Up. And I don't know, this is where it starts to get kind of depressing. Like, I had a balloon wandering off. That's how I felt. And I said, I wish I could fly away. I started feeling like my heart was tugging me in a different direction, and like I had made a huge mistake with my career choice. Here's where things start to get a little darker. Now, I try to keep my Fauxbonichi as positive as possible, but this was not a positive part of my life. And I'm sorry, my dog's crying if you hear her. And I wanted to document that, and I was upset, and this is how I felt. I felt like I was trapped in a cage, that my school wasn't listening to me about the externship location, that I had made a huge mistake going into this program. a month away from graduating, and I realized that I made a huge mistake, that this isn't what I wanted to do with my life, and now I was stuck at this place and stuck paying this money, and I felt like I was trapped. The next day I talked to one of the career counselors at my school, and I felt like I had a sign of hope because she told me that there's this other location. It wasn't like a regular medical assisting position. It was at a chiropractor's office, but there were some crazy things with this lady that she warned me about, but I thought maybe it would be better. And this is just my distressed ink, this blue part. So I had a small sign of hope. I felt a little bit better. The next day was my last place at that other place. Me and Chelsea both walked out the doors knowing that we weren't going to walk back in. Came home and I watched Big Bang Theory, and I was nervous because I knew I had the interview for this other place in the morning. I had the interview, and she was absolutely insane. She told me no perfume, organic, laundry detergent. She told me I was only allowed to eat gluten-free. She came behind me and snapped my neck when I was not expecting it. She belittled me emotionally. She was screaming at people. She was calling patients losers. I won't even get into details, but there was a physical and emotional abuse at this place. I was supposed to be able to leave at 5 o'clock, and she locked me in and wouldn't let me leave until 8. I ended up being there for about 12 hours and literally held like against my will for 12 hours. And it was basically just a full day of torture. First, it was just the interview. This was just the interview day, and I could tell she was crazy already just from 2 hours talking to her. This is the day all the craziness happened. And when I came home, I'll just read this. It says, "No words for today other than I know what's best for me, and this is not it. Monday, I'm dropping out." With 4 weeks left of my degree, I decided to drop out. I put this quote up that says, "There's a voice inside you that whispers all day long. I feel that this is right for me, and I know that this is wrong. No teacher, preacher, parent, friend, or wise man can decide what's right for you. Just listen to the voice that speaks inside." And I put these people down here because I felt like everyone was watching me and everyone was going to judge me, and they did. And I just had to step up and say, I know what's right for me, I know what's wrong for me, and this is not what I want to do with my life. This is not how I want to live. I can't deal with these people, and this job isn't the same as I thought it was going to be. My heart is meant with the kids. I was a teacher in the past, and I need to be teaching again. The next day, my husband and I went and just ran some errands together, and he was just trying to really cheer me up because I felt like a complete failure. Even though I've had a 4.0 all throughout school, top of my class, President's List honors, won awards for academic excellence. My car brakes were acting up, so we had to take it to Firestone. It ended up being $400, which was crazy. I found a cute little blue moleskin imitation journal at Meijer, which was only $5, which was great, because I knew I was going to drop out on Monday. This is a Saturday. I went and printed out photos for everyone in my scrub squad, the other girls I went through the program with, and I made them each a photo album and filled it with photos of our little journey together to give to them when I said goodbye. The next day, my car was ready to pick up. Her name's Violet. This is her. It's a Kia Forte X. Picked her up. I got a vape. I quit smoking a long time ago, but I have been, with all the stress from this, I was really wanting to go buy a pack of cigarettes, and I didn't want to buy a pack of cigarettes. So my husband said, let's get you this vaporizer, and it is absolutely amazing. Since then, I've actually gotten a different one. This is the one I have now, but I absolutely love it. We have a bunch of different flavors. I get no nicotine flavors, and it's just, I don't know, it just gives me what I need. Yeah, and I put tomorrow is the big day, because that's where I was going to be dropping out. No going back after that. I feel like this is one of the pages that really speaks the most in my entire, that's a word, guys, in my entire Fauxbonichi so far. I drew the scrub squad up at the top, Chanel, Brenda, and Chelsea, and then me at the bottom. I knew that this wasn't for me, and I had to stop, and that teaching was, and I had to go. And I made them in their scrubs and me not, and I made us all sad because we were all sad. And at the same time, I knew I was doing what was best. And I had two paths, and I had to go and move forward. Here I put healing takes time, but art helps. I have been very depressed because this was not an easy decision to make. And like I said, I was very judged and it was very embarrassing about what happened, but everything happens for a reason. And I was just starting the healing process here. And also the emotional / physical abuse that I did endure was taking a toll on my mental health as well. So the next day I applied to a couple teaching positions, and I realized that for the first time, instead of feeling depressed that day, I started to feel like my friend Barry, the Berry Patch here on YouTube, told me, like, we were talking, and she said, you know, it reminds me of a bird. Like, you can open their cage, but they don't realize they're free yet. And then once they realize they're free, they can fly away. And that's how I felt. I felt like instead of being sad, I realized I should be excited because now I can go to any chapter I want. It's a brand new stage of my life, and I can fly out of this cage that I felt I was trapped in just a few days prior out of this. And I can fly out of that cage. So don't be upset. You're not trapped anymore. Next day, my stomach was absolutely killing me. I don't know what it was. I think it was a 24-hour bug. I don't know, but I was miserable. I could hardly, it was just disgusting. And I worked on my resume, and I updated all of my childcare references, and I have over 40 of them, so it was quite a job making sure all those numbers were correct. The next day, me and my friend Michelle started talking more on Facebook, and we were going to try to get together soon, and I'm really excited. Me and her have a lot in common, and I think that we can get to be really good friends. Better friends. Then my husband surprised me and got me the Winsor & Newton half pan set, and I was so excited. I was in tears. As you can see, since I got it, it's already looking pretty well loved, but I am absolutely adoring this set. It has become a whole new passion as far as practicing actually real watercolors. I babysat that day. When I taught at La Petite, there was a boy I used to watch who had autism, who I really, really made an impact in his life according to his parents and really made a difference for him. And I started tutoring him, and I babysat his little brother as well. And there's a reason says this, everything is awesome is because his current thing is singing that song over and over and over. So I have a video of him singing everything is awesome. And it just made my whole day. The next day I decorated my Fauxbonichi, which you already saw. I went grocery shopping and I got some more Christmas decorations, got everything for Thanksgiving. I had a coffee culotta at Dunkin' Donuts, which went through the drive-thru on our way shopping. And then I just made a little note saying how thankful I am for my husband. I realized that most husbands can be from stories I've heard, can be very unsupportive about everything, especially if you're going to leave school after now owing $30,000 and not getting a degree for it. So my point was I'm very appreciative for him and all the support and him telling me do whatever I want to do as long as it makes me happy. That's all he wants. The next day I rolled all of my washi onto, that's funny because that's actually the exact same one here. Rolled all of my washi onto bobbins and got custard e-juice, and we had Chinese food for dinner, and my fortune was very perfect. It said you will succeed in whatever calling you adopt. So that felt good. The next day was the first time the snow fell and actually stuck, and I hate the snow, but it's always pretty the very first time it falls. I sold all of my phlebotomy books and 4th and 5th term textbooks to a friend that's in a different term at school. I got some cute cheetah pajamas from, I forgot to watercolor that, from Walmart. I got a chocolate cake shake from Portillo's, and I went to the store and just bought my husband a little gift and put it in a gift bag to surprise him when he came home, just feeling extra grateful for him. This is when I got the other vape that I showed you, and I was just playing with my watercolors all day and absolutely love them. Watched a bunch of tutorials on YouTube, things like that. Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know we did. It was a very nice day with the family. Black Friday, we did not go out and shop, but I had a great time at home because I found a really good deal. I have an Erin Condren planner, and I found 50% off an Etsy store that I like a lot. So I was able to get a lot of things, 50% off. I watched a YouTube tutorial that was showing how to practice getting the most out of your paints by, practicing blending them and adding more and less water, more paint. So this was one color. This is the purple right here. And it's just the one color, learning variations, things of that nature. Saturday, I did my favorite thing, and I decorated for Christmas, and I'm so excited. And can I just talk about how much I love this sticker for a minute? This was a sticker sheet that had 2 trees and a bunch of ornaments on it, and you got to build the Christmas tree with the stickers, and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. Sticko brand. Sunday, I did something really exciting, and I'm sorry, I'm going to totally basically, Buskins is a very new company. It just launched 2 weeks ago for people to be able to join as an affiliate, and what they sell is leggings, and it's for babies all the way up to plus size women's about size 22. And there's just millions of different kinds of, well, not millions, but all different kinds of leggings. And they have regular ones, fleece-lined ones, fur-lined ones. There's all different patterns. There's some really funky, cool ones that are in right now. There's some more simple ones. There's something for everyone. So people can just shop on the website, or you can sign up and sell them. And the sign up is really low. It was $20, and you get a free pair of leggings. So I was like, why not? Like, if I don't like it, I've got leggings. No big deal. My very first day, I ended up having 5 people sign up. So I made well over my $20 anyway. And I got the free pair of leggings, and it just is continuing to blow up. So right now, it actually got so big. Our launch day was the next day. And it got so big that they had to freeze the signups for a while. So if you would like to sell them and you'd like to find out more information, comment or send me a message and let me know, and I'll add you to my waiting list to be notified when it's back, because this is blowing up really fast, and this is right now ground floor, and it's really excited to be on something like that. So anyway, yesterday I went to Walmart, and I got their huge monster pack of Sharpies, which was only $8.99, which is crazy. And I made, oh wait, you know what? This is December. Oopsies. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so anyway, this is the last day of November then. So that's my flip through. And this month stunk. I mean, that's all I can really say. It was a rough month with some really big decisions that I didn't really want to make, but I made them. And now I'm kind of in limbo. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for the support. I know you guys are awesome, and you always leave really sweet comments, and I am loving this Fauxbonichi. I think it's been so much fun. If you haven't started one yet, I really encourage you to do it. Although this month wasn't the best, I know that once I get everything figured out, this will be an interesting time to look back on and see how things played out. So, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you soon.